Hello, hello, hello. Greetings and salutations to you all. I hope everyone is doing as healthy and as well and as happy as they can be during this time. And let's get into some astrology. Okay, so today is Friday, April 16th, Friday or Freya's Day. So let's see what Venus is up to. So Venus rules Taurus, which she happens to be in Taurus at this time. And Taurus as a sign is our fixed signer. So fixed signs are about maintenance, okay? They are about maintaining. They are the builders. They are the ones that are charged with maintaining what the initiators or the cardinal signs have started. And then your mutable signs are the destruction principle and the um, the transformation that happens as we transform from one sign to the other, or from one subject to another, or a situation to another. So a quick little lesson in those. And as fixed signs are known for being stubborn. They are known for being steadfast, dependable, and reliable. Headstrong, those are all kind of fixed sign qualities, and Venus is the pleasure principle. Venus is corresponding to Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and how that came about was we needed a way to talk about the pleasure of life, to talk about art and poetry, um, playing a game, tossing a ball back and forth between somebody. Watching a movie, all of those things that bring an extra dimension to life in a pleasurable way that has to do with the sensuality, with things that we can touch that are tangible. Um, the way that you feel when you're watching the ocean, the way that the waves roll in and out, and can cause so many indescribable feelings inside a person, and just watching birds play in the air, or um, observing people out in public, and the way that they interact with each other. Uh, it's got an indescribable quality to it, and it also has a very loving and nurturing quality to it too. So that is the sensual aspect that Venus brings to Taurus, and as the ruler of Taurus, Venus is asking, what are my resources? What are my talents as they relate to the sensuality of life, of the finer things, of the things that bring that extra dimension into existence and one's life for enrichment. So that is a quick little lesson on Venus and Taurus. And as we have this aspect now, it is a very nurturing sign. Having to do with sensuality. However, Venus and Taurus is very lifestyle oriented. Okay, Venusian people very very, not, I don't want to say fixated in a bad way, but just very concerned with the sensuousness, with food, with decoration, with atmosphere, with all of those sort of things. So they don't necessarily want to worry about other things. They're more concerned with the aesthetics of things. Okay. And so let's go ahead and move on to Gemini here, which we have the Moon and Mars. So we've been speaking about Mars for a while, as this has been a placement that has been working its way for a while. But the Moon in Gemini, so the moon corresponds to our emotions, okay? And Gemini is the sign of uh, Gemini rules the third house, and the sign of Gemini itself is the sign of the twins, or dualism. Okay, so when we get our emotions and we get the principle of dualism together, I always think about Tweedledee and Tweedledum when I think about Gemini, as they are kind of always arguing back and forth. Um, and kind of getting into trouble, kind of not getting into serious trouble, but just kind of causing little problems, little arguments, little discrepancies that happen there. And when we have Moon and Gemini, we kind of have this aspect. So we can be a little bit touchy at this time. We can be easily hurt by others. We can be just a little bit sensitive to other viewpoints, and we can also be very cognizant and aware of other viewpoints as well. So this is as a feeling of just emotional of concern here for the opposing side, so to speak. And then with Mars and Gemini, you kind of have that aspect of Mars need for speed, the action and drive principle with this. So we can have a lot of accidents. It is funny and witty. So those are some things to look out for. We are moving on to Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn is the work. So what are we working towards with Aquarius as the ruler of our hopes and dreams, the common man, the collective? So how are we as individuals going to work and contribute to the collective? That is what Saturn is asking in Aquarius. What's going to be fulfilling and make us happy? And that we can kind of restructure the way that things are now that are more compatible and harmonious for everyone involved, not just for a few. So this is a sign of the common man and of the collective. Jupiter in Aquarius is expanding that. Jupiter is about finances. It is about oh, my mind just went blank. Jupiter, the expanding principle, the principle that has to do with finances, the principle that has to do with higher learning, of philosophy, of education. So what are we going to learn that's going to help us to complete our karmic mission? What kind of education do we need? Do we need extra education? Do we need more philosophy? Do we need a more objective perspective to increase our finances? What do we need to do that has to do with learning or kind of getting ourselves into the oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? What is going to kind of get us more into the collective, more into the collective. I keep saying collective, but what is going to get us out there into the world, out with a common man, so that we can learn new skills, new trades, learn something that is going to increase our finances there, as Jupiter would want to do in that aspect. And let's see, Aries is still a hop in place right now. We've got the sun, we've got the sun and the Mercury as planets still stationed in Aries, and we still have Chiron, Ceres, and Eris stationed there as well. So with the sun corresponding to our expression, we are expressing our individual viewpoint. The Aries is the sign of the ram. It is all about the head. It is all about the mind. It is all about the individual. So what we are expressing our individual plan of attack, so to speak. We are asserting our individual dominance out there, our headstrongness. We are wanting to put our plans into motion. We are wanting to start. We are wanting to initiate. So that is what we're expressing at this time. And Mercury is also aiding that process too, with our thoughts, with our communication. We are thinking, we are communicating, we are expressing, we are doing all the things that we can right now that are going to move us further along and help us with our individuality as well. So with that knowledge, I think that is everything that I can say at this time. As always, if you want to know something more specific, would like more information, please leave me a comment, absolutely anytime. And other than that, I will see you guys soon. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Bye-bye for now.